rest of all of the charges, whether this DA has everything he needs to actually prove beyond a reasonable doubt each and every instance. It's one thing to have a public charging, call and platform. It can be a very different circumstance about the evidence that comes in and what a jury might receive.
All right, and Van, let me ask you basically the same question, how fast we've seen charges come forward in this case. I mean, remember, this just happened over the weekend. Take a listen to what the attorney for Officer Brosnan had to say earlier today.
Devin's not charged with murder. He's not charged with having anything to do with the homicide, but he wants to charge him for not rendering aid fast enough. I've never even seen a case like this in Fulton County before, or any jurisdiction. The GBI is not going to support that. But the DA's office has just got other things in mind right now, apparently.
The GBI, of course, is the Georgia Bureau of Investigation, their version of, on the state level, of the FBI. Van, again, do you have any concerns? Obviously, people who want this prosecution to be successful can take concern with the fact, can have concerns about the fact that this is being done so quickly and so aggressively in the midst of, A, as Laura noted, an election year, and B, a lot of public pressure, understandably so.
I don't have a concern because people get arrested every day for all kind of stuff. I can't imagine if somebody shot somebody in the back twice over the weekend and was arrested midweek. People would say, well, geez, that's fast. You shot somebody in the back twice. You should get arrested. The pressure that everybody's talking about has been all the other way for so many years. The pressure is on DAs not to charge. The pressure is on DAs to drag this thing out, to charge as little as possible, to be as lenient as possible. And then there's pressure on jurors not to convict a cop, because if you convict a cop, then there's going to be anarchy. So what you're seeing is a counter pressure getting you back to something that's just normal. If you decide in the course of your job to shoot somebody in the back twice, you probably are going to have to face a jury. And I think that that's a good thing. What I saw yesterday in terms of the evidence that was put forward, it looked compelling enough for an arrest. Now, that's probable cause standard. Now you got to get to beyond a reasonable doubt standard. In the normal course of a prosecution, some charges go away, there can be some plea deals cut, but this is just the normal process now being applied to law enforcement, which is what we should be wanting. And the reason you've never seen it before is because there's been so much extraordinary pressure the other direction that we're now used to that as the normal. That old normal has got to go. We got to get back to a new normal that makes more sense, it's more fair to the public.
That's an interesting point. Let me bring back Ryan. Laura, I'll come back to you in 1 second, but Ryan Young has some breaking news out of Atlanta, and I want to go to him, and then I'm going to come right back to both of you. Ryan, what are you hearing about reports of police officers in Atlanta calling in sick with the so-called blue flu as a way of protesting the fact that these two officers have had to turn themselves in, and also reports that some officers are only responding to calls if another officer needs backup, but otherwise they're not doing their jobs?
Yeah, so this is the big conversation going on in the city right now. We do know that there have been several officers who've called out. When they heard the news yesterday, some placed their keys down on the desk and left precincts. In fact, in one precinct last night, we were told they had so few staff members, they were scared that protesters would be able to overrun that precinct. So they pulled everything out of the zone that was critical and moved it to another location. I can tell you they've set up 12 on, 12 off hours, so officers are working through their normal shifts. And one of the things they've been telling me is it's not just these two officers. Let's not forget that 6 others were fired for the arresting of 2 college students. So what they're saying is these officers have not been able to get their due process. So as everyone is arguing about how things should change in the system, the officers say the standard is there's an investigation first, there's discipline, and then they could face charges or even go to a grand jury. Those steps have been skipped. And in fact, this is affecting a lot of things, including mutual aid. There are other police chiefs in this area who are not lending their services to the Atlanta PD because they're scared what their officers could face because of the way business is being done in the city of Atlanta right now. And so we know for a fact, last night there was one point where there were 70 calls that were pending. We're hearing lieutenants and higher ranking staff are having to join the forces, get in the car, and answer calls. A lot of the minor calls are not getting answered at this point. Jake?
All right, so like you just heard that CNN right there. Officers are calling out with the blue flu because they're upset that the officer turned himself in. He didn't go through due process. Oh my God, get the fuck out of here. Man, I didn't even know what to say about that. You know, the blue flu, due process. We as African Americans haven't had due process at all in this country for nothing. We always get mishandled and get the raw end of the stick. So like, man, look, this dude was on tape, killed somebody. What due process you need? He point blank shot a man in the back with a pistol 2 times. Yeah, the man had a taser, but taser is not detrimental, man, unless you have like a pacemaker or something that, you know what I'm saying, they can stop your heart. But man, this dude bust a cap in a dude twice, and they mad because he had to turn himself in, talking about some due process. How you think we feel? You know? Man, this country is horrible, man. Oh my God, this country is horrible. And I'm gonna share with you something that I was talking to a guy yesterday. He was over here servicing a unit or two, a few units. I know this guy is a Caucasian guy, and he said, "Hey T, man, I know what it feels like to have white privilege." I'm like, man, what you talking about? Was what I was thinking in my mind. He said, man, I was driving home a couple of weeks ago, and I was drunk. I was tipsy, I was drunk. And I drove off into a ditch. He said, my truck sat in the ditch for like 30 minutes. I'm sitting there just trying to get myself together, you know. He said, officer pulled up, came in my car, he saw me, he said, "Hey man, you alright? Everything okay?" And she was like, "Yeah, I'm alright." And the officer said, "You need any help?" So the officer asked him to get out of his car, his truck. And the officer helped him get his truck off the side of the road. Then after the officer helped him get his truck off the side of the road, he told him have a nice day, drive safe, and go home. And in my mind, I'm looking like, what the fuck? So I asked the dude, like, he didn't give you a ticket? He didn't ask you to do a breathalyzer? He didn't put a taser on you? He just told you to go your ass home? You're like, yeah, man. The guy was like, man, if that was you, you would either been in an obituary or somebody's jail. And that's true, man. Like, for you white folk who say you don't know what white privilege is, you experience that shit, man. You benefit from it in every way, every avenue. You benefit from the burden of black people all over the world in this country, who built this country, who built your system, who built your corporations, who laid the foundation for everything, even religious aspects, even sexuality. Like, you all benefit from us 150 million%. You know, and this is your civilization. This ain't nothing that we did. Like, hey, if you look at African Americans before they came to America or taken here, like, our civilization didn't run like this. It was way smoother and better than this, man. This is some trash shit, man. And we all think it's good because we can get jobs and cars and do shit. Like, this shit ain't life, man. If this life Oh my God. Whew. We in some serious trouble. And we can't just keep being cool with this is the norm. You know, go to work, go to school, get an education, get married, have kids, have sex, drink, smoke, shake our booty, hang out with our girlfriends, hang out with our partners. Man, there's more to life than that, man. It's more to life than this shit. And be so much distracted by everything. TV, radio, music, sex, girls, dudes, whatever you like. We don't focus. So in my opinion, which is minute, coronavirus has kind of been a blessing because in disguise because now hear me, in disguise because people have had time to really think and focus on stuff that they wouldn't have. You know, people were being killed before George Floyd, before Brooks, you know, and we hear about it, blah blah blah, go to work, make our money, book a trip for a cruise, have some fun, picnic, whatever. We didn't give a holy shit. But oh my God, look what they did to our people, and we go on with our lives. Now you can sit and focus and see this shit blatant. You know, this shit been going on forever. You know, forever. It's just that there are cell phones now and cameras and people have been recording it. But this shit is every day. And George Floyd and Brooks, they situation just happened to get captured on camera. But this shit is happening right now to somebody else that didn't get it on camera. What about the thousands and thousands of black men that's being brutalized by police right now at this present second? What about black females that's getting jacked up by, you know what I'm saying, the police force and the government and all of the bullshit? This is right now, just that it's not on camera. So like, if these two brothers got killed on camera, it's being shown to the world. Just imagine about the millions and thousands and whatever amounts of black folk all over the world in this country. This the same shit that's happening, but it's not captured on camera, or it's hidden, or it's deleted from a body cam. You know, and this is why I believe, in my opinion, that the chief of Atlanta police, this is my opinion, why they resigned, because if they bust this shit open, Atlanta fucked up. Fulton County Police, Gwinnett County, Cobb County, fucking horrible police, man. I know, I was out there and I had plenty of encounters with them motherfuckers, man. And I'm telling you, they fucking trash. They're not on your side. I don't give a fuck if they help you change a flat tire and kick your baby daddy out. They still ain't on your side. I've been through that shit. I know. Georgia, Texas, them fucking police out there, no fucking joke. I'm telling you. And it's all over the country, man. The police is a fucking joke. And be cool with it. If we call the police on each other in no time, like we don't have the fucking knowledge how to talk to each other and solve problems without calling the police. The police ain't coming for no peace. Somebody going to jail, somebody going to get hurt, somebody going to get shot, somebody's life going to be destroyed. And you have to have enough intelligence, spirituality, control to learn how to solve your own problems without calling a third party who's going to come in and fuck your world up on both sides. Seriously. Fuck the police. It is my opinion. They can't do nothing for me. They have never done nothing for me. You know what I'm saying? I had too many encounters with them, and I wasn't even the aggressor in any situation. You know, so I'm kind of biased on police, you know, so excuse me, but I'm kind of biased on them motherfuckers, man. I don't like them motherfuckers or trust them. And if I could handle my own situation, I would before I call them motherfuckers. I didn't even want to call them when my mama passed away, you know. So, because when my mama passed away, you know, they were treating me like shit even when she passed away, like I was a criminal. You know, I'm trying to explain to them what's going on, and them motherfuckers was trying to handle me like I was a fucking thug. You know, and I'm a well-educated man. You know, I've been to college. I'm 20 hours away from fucking having a bachelor in science in neurobiology, man. I studied neurobiology. I studied biopsych, clinical psychology. It's fucking honor students, man, in psychology and science. I was the only black undergraduate at the University of New Orleans that had its own office. I did research with Dr. Jill Daniels, Dr. Thomas Dobie, Dr. Jim May, and I am a researcher, and I did very, very good work for those doctors in the laboratories. So I'm an educated black man. I'm not stupid. So I know how to handle myself in situations, and you know, and police treated me like shit many a times. I have tons of stories about police encounters that I can share with you another time, but that shit depressing. It's depressing. It's depressing to watch the news. It's depressing to listen to the radio. It's depressing to go outside because everything is fucking dark. So when I go home, I want to enjoy my family and my kids in a place of serenity. I don't want to fight and fuss and hear about all the bullshit. You need to get away. And your home is supposed to be your sanctuary. And this is the title of my talk. Your home is your sanctuary. Man, leave that shit at the door. You hear me? Leave that shit at the door. That's why in the Eastern world, you take your shoes off at the door and you turn them facing the door. Leave this shit that's outside. Don't bring that shit in your house. Don't be fussing and fighting and tanking. It's your sanctuary, man. It's your place of relaxation and to get away from the world, the troubles. Like, make your home peaceful, man. Leave that shit out there. Stop fussing and fighting at home and tearing shit up and arguing and being uneasy and walking on eggshells and all that. Leave that shit outside, man. Your home is your sanctuary away from the fucking world, man. Make your home your safe haven. This is my message today for all of you. Make your home your safe haven. Love your wife, love your husband, love your old man, love your girlfriend. Show them love. Let it be peaceful at home. Fuck that shit. Leave that dumb shit out there. This fucked up ass world. Man, you know, I was thinking, man, look. What if 2020 is really 1999? Hey, everybody would say, hey, party like it's 1999. You know, shit gonna be fucked up. What if that fucked up shit is not? The world fucked up. It ain't get no better. Me and my wife was talking about school and stuff and the options they got for school. All of them trash. And I was upstairs working in the unit, and I'm looking at the CNN. I'm reading the scrolling monologue, or whatever you call it, marquee. And it's saying coronavirus is going down in the U.S. It's going away. Bullshit, lies. Shit is peaking. States are peaking again. Florida, Texas, Arizona, North Carolina, New York. The list goes on. The media is lying because they want to rush to open up cities and states and government for money reasons, and they care about profit more than they care about people. And we're so stupid that we will rush and do all this other shit like it's normal, and we're going to wind up and get fucked up and die. Maybe the meteorite that came down from space, or the asteroid that came from space to destroy the dinosaurs, is just a metaphor of how a pandemic will destroy human beings. Something that minute. We so busy worrying about getting money and coming up and shit that we rushing to do shit that we forgetting. Wow, man. The people who run this country is fucking murderers and liars and killers. We can't trust these motherfuckers' decisions on how to govern our lives and what we should do. They got a track record. Just like when your old man fuck up and your wife fuck up, or your girlfriend fuck up, or your boyfriend fuck up, or your kids fuck up, you don't trust them no more, you're hard on them, they gotta prove themselves. This country been fucking up, got a track record of it. Yeah, this country, white people, got a track record. And we so quick to hear this, oh, they say it's good, let's go. I can't say that shit to you if I fucked up. We're good, let's go. You gonna be like, oh, well, you know. Man, it's gonna be the same way. Shit ain't safe, man. Don't nobody trick you to fucking yourself up in your life. Man, look. You heard me? Get yourself together. Shock of the hour is a grievous thing. Peace out. Take your time. Get yourself together, man. Shit real. Much love.